Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kata in at the 5 spot. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. 2 major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup. And knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
Hart, wide open. He fires. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Anunoby. Off target from outside. Boston is gone 0-2 from deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Hart. The three-pointer, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Knicks on offense. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. Most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
For the 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anunoby against Brown. And here's Brunson outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Here's White. White with another miss. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Bridges passes to Hart. And here's Brunson outside. And again, it's a New York 3.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Brown, no good. Here's New York. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Anunoby, good.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter. That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
The Knicks leading by 11. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, well the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's White. He has yet to score. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Takes the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for them.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Here's White. Good on the three-point shot. White's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Out to Brunson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brunson's got 9 points. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Kata. And here's Brown outside.
Some hard-nosed defense from Brunson. He will just stay connected defensively.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Off target from outside. Brown outside. This one for 3. That one doesn't go. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He delivered 9 points. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Brunson. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leading, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The kick out to Anunoby. For 3, Bridges. The rebound by the Celtics.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Simons against Hart. Pass to White. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep, Brunson. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 9. A 3 from Tatum. Bridges with the board. The Knicks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Brunson. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, but the hand in the face is critical that you contest his shots every time down the court.
Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jason Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
Trains the 3-pointer.
And you got to get out on the heading from the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
To Brunson. Hart left side. New York, no good that time either. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Now here's Towns, still without a basket. To end the drought. Hart, no good. Celtics trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Out to White. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On deep, Brunson. Boston grabs the miss. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches a 3. Whoa! Tatum stretching his range.
For almost anyone but Tatum, that's a bad shot. But he has the range to make all of that just so easy.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Boston.
And it's Simons off the drive. White, good.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
No doubt Brunson committed to getting his rhythm. He wants to be a provider on the scoreboard.
Rebounded by Hart. New York leading by 3. Brunson with a clean look. Oh, Brunson good from range.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Pass to Queta. Outside, Simon. Shoots over Brunson. Knicks with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Three-pointer, Simon connects from three-point range. Simons has got 7. Brunson with a head of steam. Beyond the arc. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
That's a shot in the arm going into.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you guys.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to them?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption, even if you don't get the steal. Messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. From the arc, and another field goal in his total, making 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
For 3, and again, New York with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
It's White on the wing. Defended by Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Brown outside.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Tatum with it. Hart covering. Brown wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Hart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics trail by 18.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Pass to Kata. The kick out to Simons. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. The Celtics shoot just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. The kick out to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Here's Hart. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
3.
Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tatum passes to Brown. 1:06 left in the third. Right side, White. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Tips it up. Out to Bridges. Brunson outside. Here's the 3. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Fader on the way. Tatum passes to Queta. Bridges with the steal. Towns finds Bridges. From downtown. And Tatum pulls it down. Here's White. Kept alive. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Boston ball.
The 3 from Tatum. Doesn't go that time. And so it's New York holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And New York looking at who they've got. We've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Fires the 3. And no good. Great D that time from Tatum. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? The foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Richard with the ball. Brogdon picks him up. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. 6 to shoot. Here's Tillman. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Pritchard. New York missing again. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Shireman. The 3. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Brogdon. Here's Dadier. The 3 is off. Here's Shireman. He's guarded by Brogdon. Does not go. New York leading by 15. Yabusele screen on Pritchard. From outside, the shot misses. Celtics have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Knicks have gone 0 of 6 in the 4th quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
New York ball.
Knicks shooting poorly, just 35% so far.
Look, you got to commend Brogdon. Whenever a small guy is willing to take the punishment on the way up, you got to commend him.
The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Driving the lane, jacks up a three. That's off.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Brogdon looking around. Now Robinson. Up top, Brogdon. That's tipped. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Missed on the three. Now Yabusele. Clarkson. And get the three. So no problem for New York as they get the win.
That's the end of the game.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Now here's Tatum. Brown, a screen on Banchero. Kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. Going inside. And the jam by Brown.
Well, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
The 3 from Suggs. Hauled in by Brown. Outside Tatum. No good from outside. 3 on 3. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
Now here's Suggs. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Let's not forget, Jalen Suggs is a great football player growing up. He is not afraid to mix it up down low.
White can't hit. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Tatum with a steal. It's Brown on the wing. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 5.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Banchero finds Carter. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
There's Tatum with the 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Bain. 3-pointer. Banchero controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Tatum a screen on Wagner. Now Brown. 5 points in the game. Pass to Queta. Clock at 6. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
I tell you, watch out when Jalen Suggs gets downhill. The athleticism is on display.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Now here's Bain. Still no points. That one's good for 2.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bain something in rhythm.
And it's Simons penetrating. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Carter from outside. It's hauled in by White. Boston has gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. And here's Simons outside. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Banchero. Drops in the 3. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Here's Tatum, and finished off by Tatum.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Brown, no good. Wagner against Tatum. The 3 from Suggs. Boston pulls it in. White for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Both teams have it going here early. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the magic here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kata in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you guys.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Simons. Jones grabs the board.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Isaac's shot is off. Celtics trail by 3. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, B.A., because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
Doris, the Celtics are interesting as you look at the construction of their roster. Are they poised for long-term contention?
Well, obviously, the thing paramount on everybody's mind is how they weather the Tatum injury and their salary challenges, which are significant. But if they believe they can get multiple bites in the apple, I promise you, this historic team will take their shots.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Here's Tillman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Shireman. Up again. Pass to Garza. Outside Pritchard. Takes a 3. The shot by Garza, no good. Orlando leading. Down low. There's the steal. And here's Pritchard. The 3 is up. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. To the paint. The kick out to Richardson. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Garza grabs the board. The Celtics have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Here's Tillman. Isaac covering. Outside Pritchard from behind the arc. Oh, they pick off the pass. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Now here's Isaac. Still without a bucket. Jones, his shot is good.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Pass to Garza. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Orlando shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Richardson for 3. Shireman grabs the board. The Celtics have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Pritchard's got 6 in the quarter. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Nails it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Shireman. 4 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. It's rebounded by Bataze. Bataze's got 5 rebounds in the game. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. Hauser outside. Pass to Pritchard. From deep. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating three to take the lead.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game. Great performance by Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for the Magic. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up. Here, look at Banchero opting for the soft finish. Great to see him be so versatile with his offense.
Pritchard with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Pass to Hauser. Tillman. Oh, he tries a three. Again, the miss by Boston. Well, the Magic shooting 37% from the floor at this point. From deep, Banchero. Hauser grabs the board.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Again, the miss by Boston. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pritchard against Suggs. Banchero outside. With the tip. And Pritchard pulls it down. And stolen by Suggs. Good work there as it goes. Suggs has got his third basket on the night right there. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Garza passes to Tillman. Floats one. Rebound by the Magic. The three from Bane. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. And now a 6-point Orlando lead.
And that was deep. But somehow Bane makes that shot look so easy.
Here's Tillman. Hasn't got one to fall yet. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. There's Simons with a three. Fires in the triple. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Here's Bane, following the three by Boston. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Simons finds White. He can't hit that time.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Out of bounds, it'll be Celtics ball. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Brown for three. Orlando with a rebound. Pass to Batase. Here's De Silva. This one for three. And another three for Orlando.
Well, this offense certainly thrives when he's knocking those down.
Celtics trail by 9. On the wing, Simons. Defended by Jones. 2 points. That one goes. Simons has got 5 points in the quarter.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
De Silva got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Second chance shot. Jones misses. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, the jumper from Simons is smooth like butter.
Now here's Jones. He has 6. Isaac for 3. They get it back. The kick out to Richardson. Lets a floater go. And the layup is good. Richardson's got 7 points in the game.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown can't hit. Here's De Silva. He's guarded by White. Kicks it out to Isaac. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The shot, no good. Got it off in time. And so it's Orlando closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play is earned. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Magic leading by 7. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. And it's Simons in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Richardson for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
The Magic shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. And Batase throws it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great eyes.
The kick out to Richardson. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
I love it, Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
De Silva, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Brown. Tatum, a screen on Wagner. 5 to shoot. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Franz Wagner. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Yeah, all game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Brown with the steal. Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's Simons. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keep the possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
White fires! Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And this has been fun to watch. I mean, they've managed to go on a run just when it looked like this might be over.
Simons with a steal. Tatum with it. Wagner picks him up. White looking it over. Inside. White gets it to go.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Banchero. He gets it to go.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Simons against Suggs. Outside Tatum. Shoots a 3. Wagner with the rebound.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Count it!
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Tatum, a screen on Suggs. Tatum outside. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
and he is unafraid.
From downtown, Tatum drills the three.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Here's Banchero. Suggs outside. Now Banchero. Nice! That one's good.
And stepping up when it's clutch time. That's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
Simons. Yes! Using that window.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. Banchero has that clutch gene. He loves these opportunities.
And Banchero, no good on that one. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
White. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Outside Banchero. 24 seconds left in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop, and that basket is good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Jacks up a three. Brown pulls down the board. Tatum.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
So the first of three is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. The second one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that brings him within 2 here. So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one with the late victory.
Allows front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
A look at the Magic starting group. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the center. Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And he sinks the second. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And good that time.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And it's Banchero missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anunoby, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Towns against Suggs. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bane for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from 3-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Misses the 3. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Back to Bane. The tray. It's rebounded by Towns.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges misses. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bane against Brunson. Teardrop shot, and Bane with the layup. Bane's got 5.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Brunson outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Magic leading by 6. Stolen by Anunoby. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York. But Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys?
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center. But in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Hart, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bane kicks to Suggs. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, look, Towns is not just a scorer. He's a willing and capable playmaker as well.
And that one is good from Suggs.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Brunson finds Hart. That 3 off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. .30 seconds left to play in the first. Out to Bridges. And hold on!
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Here's Banchero. And he can't jam it through. Anunoby outside. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
We've got Bridges. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Orlando leading by 6. Here's Jones. Towns with the defensive effort.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Towns is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Hard against Richardson. Launches it. It's Jones on the wing. Brunson covering. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Jones, no luck. Knicks trail by 6. To the inside. Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Towns has got his second bucket.
You can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Here's Richardson. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anunoby passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Batadze the pass to Richardson. To Stan, the Thunder were the rare young team to win it all. But championship teams usually have a lot of veterans. Why is that? I mean, how do you explain that role?
Well, look, the more you know, the more you've been through certain situations, the easier it is to react effectively in that situation. You'll see guys be ahead of a play. Why? Because they've seen that play hundreds, even thousands of times developing that young guys haven't. So experience certainly helps.
Bridges for 3. Rebounded by Isaac.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Jones, no luck. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Anunoby. Hart, second chance shot. Isaac with some nice D. The Magic have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Richardson kicks to Isaac. Back to Richardson. Pass to De Silva. Offline with his 3. For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Anunoby in the corner. And the Knicks miss again. Magic leading by 5. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Brunson against Jones. Isaac passes to Richardson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges changes, deciding where to go with it. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Back to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Isaac with the steal. Rebounded by Hart.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Towns a screen on Richardson. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Got a piece of it. Isaac with the steal. With 4 seconds on the clock, that one falls. Da Silva's got 5 points in the quarter.
Jonathan Isaac.
Stolen by Jones. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game, notable performance by Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So on the floor for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, Bridges. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Magic have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. 6 to shoot. New York moving it around. For 3, Brogdon. No good there. Great D that time from Bain. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Here's Clarkson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Wagner. And the shot goes down. Wagner's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Here's Dadier. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bain with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The 3. Robinson passes to Brogdon. It's tipped. Bain with the steal. Right wing. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 15. Clarkson kicks to Robinson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
Outside, Suggs. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 3 assists now in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he has a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Back to Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Banchero passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, look, everyone likes a flush. Carter Jr. showing his force.
Brogdon kicks to Yabusele. Outside to Brogdon. Will it go? And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 8 rebounds in this game. There's Wagner with the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. And Brogdon's got the ball here for New York. And stolen by Wagner. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way.
Everything is working for Suggs offensively at the moment. This is a very encouraging sight to see.
Here's Yabusele. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Clarkson. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Gershon Yabusele. And it's Dadier in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Substitution on the court.
Richardson outside.
I got him!
Stolen by Anunoby. Brunson scanning the floor. Bridges passes to Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Brunson kicks to Hart. The putback. Brunson on the follow.
And how about the hustle there from Brunson? Excellent work. Just using energy.
Isaac outside. Jones in the post. Brunson covering. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Anunoby. From outside off the mark. Anunoby's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Here's De Silva. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Hart kicks to Brunson. Five on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Isaac with some nice D. The Magic shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Jones against Brunson. In the corner, it's Richardson. Ataze finds Richardson. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Hart outside. Out to Brunson. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looking like from 3 and capitalized.
Shoots from the corner. De Silva with the rebound. Magic leading by 20. Jones for 3. Pass to Bitadze. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what has turned out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Suggs.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Knocks down the three. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
47-31.
Here's New York. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Hart. No good from 3. Wagner on the wing, defended by Towns. Now Bain. Launches from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 19.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Magic lead, 50-33.
Here's Wagner. Now Bain. Takes the 3. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were...
tonight. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know what they say, B.A. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm sure that's what both teams are thinking, so I expect them to be highly motivated.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now here's Brown. The kick out to White. Back to Brown. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. Anunoby against Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And Brown with the stuff.
Big-time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Brown, no good. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by New York.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Outside Hart, the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown inside, Anunoby covering. And Brown with the stuff.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible. And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
The kick out to White. Fires for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
Brunson. And the bucket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brown. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Brown. After the basket by New York on the other end. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brown's got 6.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
Now here's White. And he drives in. Basket counts. White's got his second basket.
Boy, strong off the dribble is Derek White. He's also a solidly built 6'4". That allows him to play through contact.
Bridges misses. Celtics trail by 3. On the wing, Tatum. Brunson defending. And stolen by Brunson. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges so tough inside.
Right wing. Queta pass to White. Off target from outside. To the inside. Hart can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
It's been all about Carl Anthony. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack. And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the floor for Boston. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot. So New York ends up going with a whole new group.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. No good with a layup. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 5. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
The shot by Garza, no good. New York leading by 5. Outside Robinson. Brogdon finds Robinson. Back to Brogdon. There's the triple. Garza grabs the board. And for the Celtics, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Hauser, left side. Pass to Pritchard. Fires the three. Boston again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Clarkson for three. Boston pulls it in. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Pass to Yabusele. Take it away. Here's Shireman. Here's the pick. Here's Garza. He's scoreless. On the wing, Hauser. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Brogdon. Fast break, New York. And it's Clarkson missing.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Hauser outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. On target from range.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Towns doing some work on the interior.
Look, how do you come up with a strategy to defend Towns on a night like this? I'm anxious to see you try.
It's stolen by Brogdon. Here's the break. Here's Towns. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Back to Tillman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Good on the bucket. Garza's got 5. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Daudier. Here's Clarkson. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 4. Pritchard against Brogdon. Pass to Shireman. The 3 is up. He can't get that one to fall. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Fighting his way inside. Clarkson shows good body control.
Here's Shireman. And he banks in the layup. Shireman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Brogdon with a nice finish down low.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is not the biggest guy, but that does not stop him from being aggressive and assertive inside.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Shireman. Sinks that one from the post. He has 6.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
To the left side wing. Here's Yabusele. No good on the 3. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Knicks up 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl-Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Malcolm Brogdon. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Dacier in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Josh Hart's checked in for Yabusele. Anunoby comes in for Dacier. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Brogdon.
I'll tell you, Simons can really book it. When he's at full speed, good luck catching up.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Brown uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back over to you.
Stay dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Out to Simons. From outside, off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Pass to Anunoby. Shoots over Brown. And that one's long. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum passes to Queta. Back to Tatum. Lets it fly. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Here's Towns. Queta pulls it in. The Celtics have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Tatum. And it's all tied up. Give him 8.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Simons against Brunson. Pass to Towns. Towns jumps the hammer.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
And grant the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence. The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Queta. Fires from the line. And it's New York with a rebound.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Anunoby against Tatum. Kicks it out Towns. And stolen by Brown. Tatum to the rack. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Anunoby. It's a one-on-one situation. Outside Hart. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Anunoby. Lays it up and banks it in.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Knicks lead 40-34.
Anunoby against Brown. Jalen Brown gets it to fall. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. And Brunson, here we go. Can't hit from in close. Back to White. And here's Simons outside. Drains the triple. And it's now just a 1-point Knick lead. And here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you 5.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Keita in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Brogdon, the pass to Clarkson. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Elevating like a rocket booster. Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
Ooh, here's White on the drive. The kick to Tatum. White with it. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And they get it back. Here's Tatum. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Inside. Robinson gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Brown scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Keita. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
New York ball.
New York leading by 6. Here's Brogdon. Oh! Brogdon rising up for the flop.
Brogdon has really good strength, and despite being bumped by the defense, still maintains his balance and plays right through it.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Will it go? And there's the layup. Good.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Knicks lead 52-43.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside, Brown. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
Another shot. And up and in on the layup.
Love seeing that kind of activity on the offensive glass. Nicely done.
45.
Outside, Brown. White outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum with a screen. From deep. Yabusele rips down the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It's good from beyond the arc.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold. But boy, when it's on, Jordan's so difficult to stop.
Yabusele against Simons. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Oh, he jammed it!
Showing the bounce. Simon says dunk.
New York foul. Mitchell Robinson. Second personal foul.
The first free throw's good. Both shots good from the stripe. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Celtics trail by 10. White! Here's the pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Both hands there for a little extra.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Brown. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup. They've led by as many as 14. Malcolm Brogdon. Oh, off target from downtown.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need a nap.
It doesn't look good even with a quick bucket here.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Simons fires. Oh, Brogdon with a rebound. Takes a three. Cleared away by White. Now here's Brogdon. So New York wins it. I'm sure they would have... All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot. And for the Magic, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at center. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us. With strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Outside, Simons. There's the triple. Orlando grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Banchero.
You got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Tatum with the screen on Suggs. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Wagner. Carter outside. And it's Banchero top the key. Out to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Bain passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
It's Brown with the drive. For the 3. Boston again missing. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Back to Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Banchero dishes to Carter. Back to Banchero. Outside Tatum. There's 1:40 left to play here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. From the corner. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And Wagner has it in the corner. Back to Bain. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Wagner passes to Bain. Suggs looking around. Carter kicks to Banchero. And there's Wagner on the assist from Banchero.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Tatum passes to Brown. Here's Queta, defended by Carter. Tries the spin move. Queta's shot is off. Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Tatum's shot is off. Simons against Suggs. Bain for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bain's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Magic.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Back to Batadze. Stolen by Tatum. Here's White. Knocked away. Magic leading by 6. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
Great screen by Brown, rolling right to his sweet spot.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Kevin?
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Celtics trail by 7. White, wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. On the wing, Isaac. Covered by Simons. And he comes up with the deuce.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
White inside. Richardson covered. Nice break. Here come the Magic. Jones against Simons. Outside, Jones. Count that one from Isaac. And now it's an 11-point Magic lead. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The shot's good from Simons.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
Jones, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Outside, Simons shoots the 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Kicks it out to Richardson. Launches it. Rebound, Boston. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Here's Batadze. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Celtics trail by 9. It's White on the wing. Outside, Tatum. The kick out to Simons. There's Brown with the 3. The shot, no good. The Magic have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Jones looking for an opening. The tray. Rebounded by Tatum.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Down low. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Simons.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Clock at 6. Good on the bucket. Banchero's got 6 points.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
To the wing on the left. Here's Suggs. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown outside. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Magic leading by 10. Carter for 3. Offensive rebound. And Banchero on the follow.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Pritchard passes to Garza. From downtown, a shot by Pritchard, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Celtics trail by 12. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Tillman passes to Pritchard. The shot comes out. Suggs with some nice defense. To the left wing. And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They say last touch by Suggs. Suggs against Pritchard. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
Outside, Suggs. Banchero outside. Count it. Banchero's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Pritchard against Suggs. Here's Tillman. That one's off. Still out of sync. Orlando leading by 17. Here's Banchero for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Pritchard from outside. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Kicks it out to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And Boston with the rebound. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Hauser's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Carter with the 3. Up again. Kicks it out to Banchero. Payne for 3. Outside, Suggs. Takes the 3. Payne, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Hauser the pass to Garza. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Carter with the 3. And Wagner able to finish. Wagner's got 6.
Wagner getting after it on the offensive glass.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. No good that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic lead by 19. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Sam Hauser. And it's Shireman in at shooting guard.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. There's the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. And they double up Wagner. Bain finds Suggs. Back to Bain. From outside the arc. Hands it from downtown.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And without hesitation there, Simon's hungry to let that one fly.
Austin's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Brown wide open, he fires. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And it's Banchero missing.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Tatum, that's for 2. Nice defense from Wagner.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Banchero for 3. The rebound by Cada. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Here's Banchero for 3. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Tatum, that's for 2. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that one is good from Suggs.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
From the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Simons. Tatum kicks to White. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
The Celtics shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Brown fires, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paolo Banchero.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
Tatum against Banchero. And he makes that one.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd. This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this in the way.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting.
we have in front of us tonight. Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the center position.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
He was whipping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Brunson against Suggs. Shoots it from the corner. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Towns, the rebound by Carter. Payne against Bridges. Back to Payne. Kicks it out to Wagner. Outside Payne from the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Anunoby on the take. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Wagner. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it.
Knicks ball.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Brunson passes to Bridges. Wagner against Anunoby. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Boy, you'd like him to finish a little stronger there.
Bane, no good. Bridges down low. He's checked by Carter. Bridges misses. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Suggs. Beyond the arc. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Jalen Suggs showing you supreme confidence right there. On the catch, ready to rise and fire.
To the paint. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
What a powerful finish from Wendell Carter Jr. Man, he's off his feet in a hurry.
Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Now here's Hart. Yet to see a basket. No good with the triple. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Grant, at 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Brunson with the bucket.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Carter on the wing, covered by Towns. High arcing shot. And Wagner with the layup.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Picked by Carter. Payne against Bridges. Pass to Suggs. 4 on the clock.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. De Silva's checked in for Wagner. And Richardson subbed in for Bain. Back to Suggs. Pass to Richardson. Suggs outside. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And an Obi for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Goga Batase. And it's De Silva in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Count it.
Oh, that little floater, such a big part of Tyus Jones's game.
All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a two-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players, and there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Richardson, that's good. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Towns, outside Brunson. Towns down low, working on Batase. Kicks it out Towns, 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Batase. Magic leading by 10. Isaac with it, hard covering. Here's Batase, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Well, this is a big part of his game, creating offense for his team off the glass.
Oh, the powerful slam by Towns.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
Here's Isaac. Count that one.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And Towns slams it home.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Isaac's shot is off. Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby passes to Towns. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
BA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Brunson finds Towns. It's rebounded by Batase. Batase's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Richardson. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Isaac's shot is off. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 11.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Isaac. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Stolen by Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Puts up a deep 3. Jones misses.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Outside Richardson. Pass to Isaac. Now here's Batase. 2 on the clock. That shot is off. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. And it's Daje in at the 3, the small forward.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Brogdon. He has 7. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Okay, Malcolm Brogdon getting off your feet in a hurry and leaving no doubt.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Brian?
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Orlando leading by 7. Suggs finds Payne. Lets it go. The rebound by Yabusele.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Clarkson for 3. On target from range. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3 ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
Brogdon with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Here's Banchero on the take.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And it's Wagner off the drive.
Oh, my goodness. How about the aggressiveness from Franz Wagner? Leaves no doubt on the dunk.
Outside Robinson. Over to the left wing. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity. And that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team. Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. is a force on the offensive glass. Use that height, use that athleticism, young sir.
Magic leading by 11. Oh, there's the alley! And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And that one falls for Brogdon.
What you love about Malcolm Brogdon is his consistency. This guy not gifted with incredible athleticism, but he's a knockdown shooter. He competes on the defensive end, one of the smartest players between the lines of an NBA basketball floor.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. A line change here for Orlando. And so Brogdon nails both of them.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Isaac's shot is off. Knicks trail by 8. And stolen by Jones. The shot's good.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Brogdon, the pass to Robinson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Now here's Jones. Five to shoot. It's stolen by Brogdon. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Robinson. Over Batase. Robinson can't hit. Magic leading by 8. To the inside. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Richardson.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there. Cost them a possession.
The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Brogdon missing. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 10.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson passes to Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. 20 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Orlando ahead, leading by 8. And we'll be back right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Tyus Jones. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Goga Batase. And it's Richardson in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Isaac's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Bridges with it. Richardson picks him up. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Orlando with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Stolen by Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Orlando making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Suggs. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You've got a talented ball handler with tremendous speed, and Jalen Suggs saying, all right, I can score the basketball in a variety of ways.
Orlando leading by 9. The 3 from Bain. Drops in the 3.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And the basket by Bain.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Knicks trail by 13. 3-pointer, Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. He drops it from range. And the Magic lead by 13.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Well, he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Bancaro pulls it down.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Knicks trail by 11. Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Payne buries it from outside.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Magic leading by 12. Bancaro from distance. Paolo.
And Bancaro has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Shot's no good. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth. Anunoby fires. Money from three.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Payne. Oh, missed on the tray. Knicks trail by 12. Beyond the arc. Oh, it doesn't go. On the wing, Suggs. Brunson defending. Payne surveying the D. Can't hit it. New York has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Magic.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Suggs.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Shot clock at 6. The triple drop.
You can see the three-pointer is really starting to come for Paolo Banchero, gaining more and more confidence.
Josh Hart. For three.
Payne! So it's the Magic winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.